You need to start hope maxing ASAP. Jeez. Not moonshine. Homemade kombucha is really good. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. So I've been arguing with Naughty Aguilar a lot recently online. I think last night he made a comment like, what's with all the optimism, bro? And it's like, dude, what is the purpose of anything if you live in a world of nihilism? Like, what is the purpose of anything? There is a reason why not a lot of people know or read Nietzsche or however you say his name. It's because the bag of goods he was selling sucked. It stinks. It stinks. It's a bunch of horse crap, okay? Need a little pick me up. I'm running on like 6 hours of sleep, battling with the daughter all night because mom is gone right now. And so she's stuck with me. She doesn't love that. The most superior form of maxing, of all maxing, is hope maxing. 100%, okay? It's better than the super trendy retard maxing. It's better than looks maxing, better than optimized maxing, hope maxing. But I will say this, a lot of people don't know how to do it. How to properly hope max. This is how you properly hope max, okay? Step 1, you need to have some existential purpose and meaning in your life. You get that right up here. It's the top of the ladder, okay? Step 2. That creates values, okay? Existential meaning, purpose. This can change at times, okay? When I became a dad, my existential meaning and purpose changed. When I became a husband, existential meaning and purpose changed. When I started taking my faith more seriously, that changed, okay? But from that, values are created, all right? These values are a byproduct of this, okay? Once those values are created, then you have choices. Choices give you power and autonomy in your own life, okay? So here are some other practical steps to hope maxing. 1, if you find yourself just stuck in the sewage that is social media and content, you gotta shut off the freaking sewage hose, dude. You got your mouth right to it, and you're just taking in a bunch of crap continually. Turn off the hose, okay? That is your choice. That is a choice you have. And if you don't value your own peace of mind, then guess what? You're just gonna be gobbling that crap up, okay? Once you've stopped inhaling the garbage, that gives you meaning, like a opportunity to actually start thinking about meaning and purpose. This should be something that is you're directly involved in, okay? It could be a relationship with God. It could be your family. It could be kids. It could be work to some extent, okay? Some other things that are helpful, okay? If you are suffocating yourself literally by how you breathe, you're not going to be able to think long term, okay? So if you catch yourself, if you catch yourself holding your breath a lot, brother, you need to breathe. If you breathe shallowly, constantly, breathe through your mouth constantly, you need to breathe. Something I do with my clients all the time is I teach them box breathing, especially clients with PTSD or significant anxiety. Like, you got to recognize those things in your body. When you start getting elevated, learn to breathe. You're okay. Your emotions are like the ocean. There are times when they're overwhelming. The waves are crashing on the rocks. Boom, boom, boom. And you have to realize that that is temporary. No storm goes for forever. You have to realize it. It is temporary, okay? Breathe. You will most likely survive this storm, okay? And then you have to understand the data in your life. If you're depressed because the data in your life points to you being a loser, well then, brother, that's where your choices come in hand, right? You don't have to be a loser, or at least a loser to the degree that you currently are. There is hope of no longer being a super omega loser, all right? And so that is where you got to start making choices, right? If you live with your parents and that makes you feel bad about yourself, you need to start figuring out how to make enough money to become independent. If you're fat, maybe you need to lose weight. At the end of the day, your emotions are like an ocean. you can't control. You can't fully control them. You can't fully deal with it. Do not get too involved with trying to constantly be in control of those things. The important thing you should be focusing on is not necessarily the waves, but it's the rocks on the shore. The rocks on the shore are like your data, okay? So there have been times in my life where I felt overwhelmed. Last night, I felt overwhelmed. I was up until 1 with a crying baby. And man, I thought I was going crazy. The things that helped anchor me in was the data. It's like, well, mom's going to be back very shortly, so I'll be okay. I need to breathe. I need to relax. This baby cannot cry for forever, even though it feels like she's been crying for forever. What happens when you make these shifts is suddenly you have a sense of hope, especially when you see things change for the better. It gives you a sense of hope. And in that hope, there is peace. Another important aspect of hope is love. It says in the Bible that now these 3 things remain: faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love. Learning to love people, your family, those people in your life that God has placed is essential. That will give you hope. If your whole goal in your life is to love yourself, you will be hopeless. I'm just telling you that right now. You will be hopeless. You have to learn to live in a way that it extends beyond you. That is what it means, the existential meaning. That is what that means. It extends beyond you. It transcends you, okay? So that's all I got for today. Cheers. Go Hope Max.